Hi, how you doing? This is Travis from Curiosity. I'm going to show you how to update various parts of your website. So let's get started. So we're on the home page right now, and if we want to log in, uh, you just go to the URL and do /wp-admin or /login and hit enter, and that will take you to the login where you can type in your username and your password, hit enter or hit login, and that'll take you to the back end. So let me bring this up. Okay, so the first thing that we'll talk about is this area right here, which is your last minute deals. Um, so if there's nothing there, what it'll do is it'll just say, sorry, currently there are no last minute deals, just so it's not populating all the time if there's nothing there, basically. But let's say we wanted to add one, right? So we have a property that's maybe not booking so well, or somebody canceled and we're trying to get a last minute deal. We really want people to know, hey, check out this place. So what we'll do is we'll go into the back end, and if you go to pages, all pages, click on resort destinations, which is the front page, and scroll down, you'll see last minute options. So name of the property, we'll call it Great Title, number of nights, 3, price per night, say it's $555, and then the URL. And there's a couple ways that you can get the URL, but I think the easiest would be to go to vacation rentals, all vacation rentals, which would put you on the backside, and then hit view. And then what view does is that takes you to the single property. Then you would just copy, come back, and hit paste. Come up here, hit update. We'll let that go. Okay, it's done, and we'll hit refresh. And there you go. Last minute, Great Title, 3 nights, $555 a night. Learn more, and then you would click, and it'll take you to the property. Fantastic. Okay, so let's go back. And then if you don't want anything there, all you got to do is erase it, hit update, let that finish, refresh again, and it's gone. Fantastic. Okay, so let's go down. This takes you to the About Us, which I'll show you how to update that a little bit later. And then this section is all pre-populated based on the information from the vacation rentals. So in this section, there's just a couple things that we want to look out for, just for layout sake. We want to try to keep the titles, if we can, not too much longer than this. Any longer and they'll start dropping down, and it kind of messes up the way that the layout is. Same with all these. But let's see. The one thing that I guess I could show you is how to update these images that they're displaying. And they're in a few different places throughout the site. So let's do. Let me find one. Let's do Palm Beach, for instance. Let me go back. Go to Palm Beach. There it is. And you notice that if we scroll down, right here is this image. Now it's not completely there because it's set as a background and it's centered. So if you ever wanted to go, like, hey, I don't really know if I like this leeward photo that much, that would be the place to go. So you would click on this, and you can find the image that you want. So like, let's say we want this image, and then you would hit set featured image, which I'm not going to do just because I don't want to lose where that image is. And then if you wanted to upload a different image, you could go to upload files, select a file, and select file, and that'll open it up in your computer, and then you just need to navigate where the file is. Or if you have the folder open, you can drag and drop. So you just drag it like this screen will come up, and then you would just release, and it will upload it into your media library. And once again, you would just click on it and hit set featured, and you would be good to go. Okay, so let's go back out to the home page. So that kind of explains that, and I don't think there's too much further. Okay, so let's go up, and we will click on vacation rentals. Now all of this information, so the same thing, that featured image that we just looked at is what controls this. The rest of this information is all pre-populated based on the vacation rentals once again, so there's really nothing. I mean, you can change everything in here, but not through a single page. It would be through changing different elements within each of the vacation rentals. Okay, so let's go to Lake Town Wharf 1329. Okay, so most of this I believe you are familiar with, but I will review it just in case. So let's start from the top here. So let me get to Lake Town Wharf. What was that? 1329. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Okay, so I'm going to switch back and forth to show you how this information works. So Lake Town Wharf 1329 is your title here. This next bit is your soliloquy slider, which I know you're familiar with. That information is here. So if we go down to soliloquy and open that up, you'll see 1329 here. Oops. Sorry. There seems to be two of them. I'm not exactly sure why that is, but so this is the one that we want because we can verify it based on the ID. So 2102, and you look 2102. I won't delete that other one because I'm not sure if that was created for a purpose. Yeah, so anyway, so once you're in here, it'll show you all the images that are currently running on the slider. And if you click, when you see this, your mouse change like that, you can move them however you want. You can delete them by hitting the X, or you can edit them by hitting the pencil. If you wanted to add more, you can hit select files from your computer, and you could just navigate to where it's at, or you could go to select files from other source, which will bring you to your media library, where most of your photos are. Once again, you can go to upload files, select files if you would like, or you can just navigate, find it, and click insert into slider, which we'll do for this one. Then you just wait. There it goes, it's populated, but we do not want that in here, so we'll hit exit. Yes, I'm sure. And then you would hit update, and that'll update your slider. I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it the way it is, and then we'll continue going. Okay, so then your YouTube video is, let's see, if we scroll down, there should be a social media section, whoops, which is here. And this is your YouTube URL. So if we go copy, paste, oops, I'm sorry, that's not what I want to do. I have to get rid of the embed. Oh, that's not right either. Hold on a second. So let me go to youtube.com. Let me find a random video. Let's say this video, for instance. Okay, so let's say this was one of our property videos. The way that you would get this URL, which is the embedded URL, is you would go to share, embedded, and this bit right here from the HTTPS in between the two quotation marks is the URL that you want, and you would just copy and paste into this box. Okay, fantastic. So the check availability is the unit's VRM URL, which you get through VRM on the software side. And that is located here, so the booking URL. The floor plan ID, which this one did not have one, is something that I can do, but just note that this property did not have one, and I'm not sure why, but it wasn't populated. I'm not sure if they didn't do it or it wasn't on their list of ones to do. So if there was one, it will go here. And let me go to another property and look. I'm pretty sure Sunkist had one. Yes, it did. Okay, so if that field, if this field is populated, it'll create this button, and you can hit view floor plan, which takes you to the floor plan, and you know, you got your different photos and things like that. Okay, the next is all of this information. So if we go back here, you'll see the basic information, which is all of this. It's not in the same exact order, but you'll see that the property name is pulled from here. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Let me go back to where I was. I accidentally closed that window. Okay, vacation rentals. There it is. Okay, sorry about that. So here, yeah, so the property name, which is here, the address, distance to the golf, square footage, if bets are allowed, the number it sleeps, number of bedrooms, number of baths, it's all right here. The short description is right below that, so you have it here. And if you click over here at the bottom right, you can actually drag this out so it's easier to see everything. We already talked about the YouTube URL, and then your amenities are all down here. We give you up to 8 options. You can put the name and then the description. Same thing if you click the bottom right, you can drag this out so it's easier to see. The Google map is here, which is this area. And then the, this information over here, it's duplicated, but what this information over here does is it creates, if we go back into the vacation rentals, it creates this information here, which gives the customer the ability to sort the properties, you know, by different kind of features. So let's say, let's use those two. So let's change the bed and bath and hit filter. And then what that does is that shows you the properties that have 1 bedroom, 2 baths, not combined, but if they have either or, it'll show those properties just to give people a wider variety. Okay, so let's exit out of this, and then let's go into Fun in the Sun, and I shouldn't have exited that again. So the Fun in the Sun, if we go into the pages, oops. Go into pages, all pages, and it'll be this information. This is something that we can update as well if anything needs to be changed, but I'll show you where it's at. So all the information is here. You know, you've got your title of it, you've got the information, a little excerpt, the restrictions, and the map, which when you click on the map, it takes you out to a Google map showing you where the Fun in the Sun amenity is. Yeah, and it's just basically repeated kind of down the page of all the different activities that are available. Okay, places to go. Okay, and then the policies works the same way. I did get rid of the download, but this is another thing that we can update for you. If not, if you go back into the pages and go to policies, which is here, you'll see that you have this, which is called a shortcode, and this is the thing that you would need to change in between these quotation marks. So what you would do is you would go into the media, and you'll notice that the PDF is here. So this is the most recent one that was uploaded. So one that you'll need to make sure that it's a PDF, and once you have it uploaded, you can click Add New to upload, and it's the same sort of options. You can drag it, select, and go find the file. Once it's uploaded, it'll come here, and what you do is you click on it, it'll come to the attachment details, and then this is what you want, this URL here. So you would copy that URL, and then come back, highlight in between the 2 quotation marks, and paste to change it. And then you would hit update, and what that'll do is that'll update the front end of it. I will not do that, just because I don't want to accidentally change anything. So we will go out of there and go to management. Management should be very similar. It's just, yeah, it's very similar. It's text. You can come in here and change the text if you like. If not, if you just want to shoot us an email and say, hey, could you change this for me, or can you add this, that sort of thing, we can do that for you as well. If not, it's basically like a Word document. You would just click in it, and then you can backspace or change the wording or something along those lines. I think that's it. I mean, the main bulk of it is the vacation rentals. Oh no, the other thing I wanted to show you was, it is here. So this is the live chat that we had. I need to go into settings and give myself access because I restricted it to you. But let me change that real quick, which is agents. Add a new agent. Oh, let's see. Let me change it back to administrator. And go back to agents. And then... Okay. So yeah, so I switched it to me because you can only have one agent, which we only have one account right now. So it's either mine or yours. But anyways, so what we'll do is we will turn it back on. And the way that you can turn it on and off, if you don't want to, I guess, basically be bothered by it, which, I mean, if people are on the site and they want to chit chat, I guess this is more for like how busy you are and if you can handle doing the chat online as well, is you would come in here and hit yes. So click yes, come down and save. And what that'll do is if we hit refresh, that'll add the chat. So somebody would hover over this, start chat. They have to put in a name and their email in order to start. And then they would say something like, hello. And they'll get a message, please stand by for a team member. While you wait for the agent, you may type your message. So I say hello. And then on the back end, you'll see that we're getting notifications. So if you go into the live chat section, you'll see that there's one visitor. You get a notification. And you go, oh, look. It says admin, but normally it'd be like Travis or something like that. Yes, I'd like to accept this. And then you can start chit-chatting with them, back and forth. Hey, what property are you interested in? So on and so forth. Yeah, and then whenever they're done, they can exit, or you can end the chat like this. If you click end chat, and that gets rid of it, and it closes it, and you can see that it closed it. And they can minimize it. Yeah. And it's really as simple as that. It's super nice. It's just a matter of if you can handle this along with the telephone calls. If it's getting real busy and this is you're not able to do this, you can always come back in here, click no, I do not want the chat enabled, and hit save. And then once you hit refresh, it'll get rid of it. So that's a really nice feature to kind of turn on and off, depending on the the various times and how busy you are. And I think that does it. Yes, it does. Okay, yeah. And if you have any other questions or concerns, give me a call or send me an email. Thank you.